Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another one as we are talking Liverpool, Luton, Manchester City, Brentford, Arsenal, Porto. We are going to talk about it all, people, as these are the games that were played in the midweek. As tomorrow we'll be building up as we do our preview of the week. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Are you excited? What was your thoughts over the performance of the games we saw today, and how did it go for you? Just let us know in the comment section, guys. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. Sorry, I'd forgotten to switch on my light as we are about to start. So these are the results of the week. Man City beat Brentford by 1-0. That was it at the Etihad. And Liverpool beat Luton by 4-1. We saw Everton also drawing with Crystal Palace 1-1 in the last game of last week's game, but we didn't really talked about it. Man City beat Luton by 2-1. Chelsea and Tottenham game, of course, postponed it because of the game that is coming. It is more of a bigger game than Liverpool versus Luton. That's the reason why we played that game. I'm just setting up something here. That's the reason why we played that game, because it's very, very important. But also in the Champions League, Arsenal hit their first roadblock of the season. They have been playing so well. In fact, I was told that it's one of the teams that had net and lost in 2024. Well, they've just lost in the Champions League. They've just lost in the Champions League in a fashion that you would really not expect them to have gone through. It's really crazy. And also, the other thing is that Barcelona, I don't know, out of nowhere, they decided to draw in with the team that they were leading in the beginning of this. So the game finished Porto 1, Arsenal 0. We're going to talk about it. Napoli versus Barcelona finished 1-1. There is a lot of things that is going on with this Barcelona squad. I used to think maybe it is the manager, but there is something. Maybe they're missing Gavi, if that makes sense. But anyway, we'll talk about it in this video. Let's talk about the bigger game of the week, of the weekday, which is Arsenal versus Porto. So one thing that I think we saw from what we were watching from this Arsenal game versus Porto is Porto actually stopped Arsenal from playing. They were given the ball. They did not know what to do with the ball. They were passing it from left to right, but could not create anything of meaning. For the first time, especially in 2024, the year calendar, Arsenal were reduced to actually no shot on target the whole entire game. Remember, we saw this thing against was it Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium when they were playing against Arsenal. And this is something that we've seen Arsenal doing to other teams. And to my surprise, seeing another team doing the same thing to Arsenal, well, that was just on another level. I did not expect that. But that's exactly what happened, people. Arsenal were stopped from playing. They could not do anything meaningful. They did the passes, 494 passes, but all to no avail. I remember somebody doing this at, is it 4-4 sports or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, let me know, where he was talking about how Chelsea can have so many, they had about 400 and something positions and passes and still hadn't produced anything. And he was talking about how they are not able to produce anything meaningful and they don't have a good creator going forward. Well, do you know what Porto did? They just made sure that Martin Odegaard could not do anything, who is the chief creator of Arsenal's best moments this 2024 calendar year, and they just could not get him play. Martin Odegaard played as much as he could not do anything to make it play. And I don't think this was the best game for, Kai Havertz, because they needed somebody with the speed so that they can try to hit on the counter-attack. But the way this Porto team was so well drilled in terms of defending, the way they were able to control the ball and had this team on the other side was out of this world. And that's exactly what we saw from this. And at the end of the day, it's still the first 90 minutes, and we can say at the end of the day, they can still take this at the Emirates in England, their own home ground, with their own fans, and turn this game around. Because at some point, you could tell that the ground of Porto actually felt a bit bigger for Arsenal to even try to create anything meaningful. And I never thought I would say about that, especially in 2024. I thought this was a team that was really well drilled, that could cause any problem, that could hit this team and actually get something at the end of the day, but nothing came out. It's really, really, really crazy. But anyway, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of the game? And what do you think Arsenal will do going to the next game? How do they improve? How do they try to produce something meaningful? Because for the first time I was watching this game, and yes, I was really legit bored. It was really, really boring and just didn't have anything to say. But we saw the game, people. We all know what happened. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let's move on to the next game as we watch the Liverpool destroyed, or should I say Liverpool's second team plus some academy players destroyed a Luton team that the first team of Liverpool drew with at the Luton home ground. And you could hear even from the manager of Luton, he said that we saw what the cup is made up of, and the way the cup was all over Luton, they just could not concentrate. The boys failed to actually concentrate in the second half, and that's how they lost the game. Because in the first half, to be honest, Liverpool always starts slow, and I think that this has now become something that it's now become a given. People are now used to this. Liverpool always starts slow every single time in any game. But what was the difference in this game was that even though they started slow, Liverpool, they were able to turn this against Luton and hurt them. And I think we needed a big goal to give the confidence that these boys got to get at the end of this game. And who came up with the confidence? Yes, you guessed it, it was the captain of Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk's goal was an important goal in changing this whole entire game around, because after that, the flow, the attack, the pressure, everything was now switching, and it was only crying Liverpool win from that point going forward. And very, very soon, I think 2 minutes later, Cody Gakpo scores another goal, another McAllister assist, by the way. But though he had an assist from a corner, he had another second assist again, just in the 18 area, passing it to Cody Gakpo. I have no idea how he hit the ball, but the goalkeeper saw the net checking. Virgil van Dijk had another chance. He hit it and the goalkeeper saved it. That should have been another goal. So you have to say that at the end of the day, the Luton Town goalkeeper actually had one of the best performances in terms of how he tried to help his team to stop this Liverpool side. And it all made sense. 13 shots on target, 4 goals scored. To Luton's 3 shots on target. They had their first shot, which was a goal in the first half, but all this thing turned around. Bradley was very pivotal in terms of how he was moving from the inside, as well as Joe Gomez, hurting this team from every single turn point. When Bradley went out, Joe Gomez moved to the right, and it kept on putting pressure on this team. That's all that they did. They kept putting pressure, and this team could not copy with the pressure that Liverpool were putting on. And I have to say, it was marvelous to watch. It was amazing. It was one of those games that you will talk about and you say that, yeah, these are the games that tells you Liverpool, don't count them out again yet in the title race. Because building up to this game, all we've been hearing all this week, it was, what are Liverpool going to do? Because Nunes was out, Salah was out, Szoboszlai is out, Trent Alexander-Arnold is out, who's the other one? Curtis Jones is out, Percentage is out, Thiago is out, Alisson is out. Who else am I forgetting? Matip is out. Almost an entire team is really out, people. And you'd wonder, and Jota is out, the last one that I'd forgotten, which is very important. And you'd ask yourself, where are the goals going to come from? How would the Liverpool going to get even somewhere to get with this game? But they always delivered. Cody Gakpo came out and showed that he had something to prove, scored his number 11th goal. And Luis Diaz, after a long period of time, because if he had turned his first half chance in, this could have been a very, very long day for Luton, but he didn't. But in the second half, found his shooting boots, and the goalkeeper had to save some shots from him as well as Cody Gakpo. So you have to say that it was really a good game, and the boys came out and showed that they had something amazing to prove. I was excited with the youngsters that came out, and I was actually laughing. The Luton manager came to one of the young boys that Liverpool brought in at halftime. Not really at halftime, at the end of the game, who came out, I think his name is Dennis, I think that's his name, and he said, I played with your father, and it was just amazing to see. But that's what this game was all about. It was exciting. All the goals were scored from the front three: Elliott, Gakpo, Diaz, and Virgil van Dijk with the goal, McAllister with 2 assists. It was just that game that you would always want to rewatch again. I'm really happy. I'm really proud. I felt like this was one of those nights we needed something big, and we got that something big. Let's see how we can improve from that and go forward in terms of performance-wise. So I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of Liverpool's performance, and what are you expecting? Man City played against Brentford yesterday in a game which I have to say, they struggled until Haaland got the goal. Kevin De Bruyne could not come into the game because, according to Pep Guardiola, he's struggling with his hamstring. It seems like this hamstring problem is something that is going to keep costing him in this 2023-2024 season. Let's see what happens. It's going to be exciting to see how the games goes. Everton played against Crystal Palace in one of those games that you talk about and said that it was a surprise game, but at the end of the day finished 1-1, and they were able to move on top of Luton in the table. And as well, Man United don't play well against Luton, but still find themselves in winning the game at the end of the day. It's crazy. Luton should have won that game, but they didn't, which what matters. Højlund with 2 goals. By the way, some bigger praises has to go to Højlund. I think this kid has really been so amazing, scoring goals, becoming the youngest player to score so many. I think it's 7 goals. I think it's 7 goals in a row, if I'm not mistaken, and it seems like he's gonna keep doing it. It seems like he has the confidence, the belief to do so. Garnacho still trying to do so much, but also one player that people don't really talk about, and I'm a Liverpool fan and I'm saying it, Kobe Mainoo. I feel like he looks like he's one of the senior midfielders of Manchester United, and the kid is only 18 people. He's only 18. It's crazy what I'm seeing in the Premier League, but that's why we love the Premier League. We always get to see some academy players coming up and giving us some of the best performance in this league, and we are here for it. We are very here for it. Sheffield United were beaten by 5-0 against Brighton in one of those games that you'd say, you know, I did not see that one coming, because they just could not cope with the pressure. They were hit and they just had to accept defeat. The red card, that one was one of the craziest red cards I've ever seen. How do you allow your leg to go that high? It was good thing from the VAR and the referees. It didn't even go to the VAR, from the referees, and Brighton just made a fun out of it. They scored 4 goals. One of the goals was an own goal. I remember watching this goal. And this guy who came from AFCON came in and shined in and became one of the best players for Brighton. But that was it, people. I don't know if I've forgotten anything to react on, but that's it, people. I'm just going to read something that I saw from the TFC page. You understand that there's a bigger page on the Facebook. You should go check it out. It's actually big that you can go find out and hear what people have to say. So what this post was saying, and it's really fun. It came from Enfield sector, and this is what he said. This season is actually crazy. We have had 2 apologies from the PGMO. We are top of the Premier League. Darwin Núñez have scored a last-minute winner versus Newcastle with 10 men. Klopp announced he's leaving. Alonso might be coming back. Everyone is injured, and the kids are standing by for the cup final against Chelsea. That's one of the crazy stories you tell. If we win the 4 trophies, to be, for example, or if we win any of those trophies, this is something that you will remember, that people will remember for the time to come, that in the season when things were going against them so many times, this Liverpool team came out and showed what they are made of. And that's all that I will leave you with, people. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we'll be back again with another one. And I want to tell you, this is TFC, the Football Connect, where football connect emotions. Goodbye, people. Subscribe to the Connect. We are out.